Good day to everyone. I'm Mom Jovi. This video talks about the JavaScript. What is parseInt method in JavaScript? JavaScript parseInt method is used to accept the string and radix parameter and convert it into an integer. So here is the syntax. The method parseInt, this one, it has two parameters. The first one is value and the second one is the radix. So the radix parameter is used to specify which numeral system to be used. For example, a radix of 16 hexadecimal indicates that the number in the string should be parsed from a hexadecimal to a decimal number. Okay, so value. This parameter contains a string that is converted to an integer. And then what is parseFloat method in JavaScript? A JavaScript parseFloat method is used to accept the string and convert it into a floating point number. If the string does not contain a numeral value or if the first character of the string is not a number, then it returns none. Okay, here is the syntax of the method parseFloat. It has only one parameter. So value, what is value? HTML, though get element ID method. What is this all about? But before that, what is DOM? DOM stands for Document Object Model. Okay, so the get element by ID method, this method returns the elements that have given an ID which is passed to the function. This function is widely used HTML DOM method in web designing to change the value of any particular element or get a particular element. If the pass ID to the function does not exist, then it returns null. The element is required to have a unique ID in order to get access to that specific element quickly. Similarly, that particular ID should only be used once in the entire document. Okay, here as you can see, here is the syntax. The document that get element by ID method. So when you spell this, it must be exactly the same. It is capital E, capital B, and capital I, or else it throws an error. Okay? So this, so I have here, I created a file named JavaScript operator. Here is my HTML file, and then I created an external style sheet. I used the previous one that I created, the email validation.css. So there you go. What our objective is that when we put numbers here, then we click this one, it displays the value of the number depending on the operator that I am going to supply later on. Okay, but before anything else, before we proceed, we need to create a script that will display an alert message when the user clicks the submit button. Okay, so let's start. Here, I have here my file. By the way, I just want to show you guys my CSS. Look at this. Though I did not use a BR tag, I set the property a of an input into a display block. Look at this, kasi kapag hindi nyo to display block and nakalagay dito display none, okay, just to, yan, wala siya. Wala siyang makita. Display inline, display inline. So, let's check. Ayan, inline. No? Inline sila. So, sunod. When you say display block, oh, okay. That's the reason why I use display block. Okay? I hope this clarifies your understanding about the display uh, property of CSS. Okay, so display. O, ayan na siya. Okay na. So to continue, I'll go back here on my HTML file and then I'll be using internal script. That's the reason why ito lang siya, script, closing script. Again, as I mentioned a while ago, my first objective is to display the alert box. Okay? So, open script, the close script. Okay. Why? Dapat hindi dyan. Si script, bakit nag-error, nagpupula, tingnan muna natin para mag-pop out. Okay, so, script. Yan. Yan. Okay, better this one. And enter natin. Yan. Okay. So, we have here a button. Let's check first the name of the button. I am going to create a function here. Function, let's say get values. So, compute na lang. Compute values. So, compute values. It has no parameter. And then, okay, open, close parenthesis. I'll put comment, end of function named compute value. Just to remind, what's this all about? Okay, para hindi tayo mahilo. In the event na we're doing a lot of source code, at least we are reminded. Okay, next. Let's ilagay ko dito. Alert. This to test its functionality. Hello. Okay, semicolon here. Yan. Of course, hindi pa ito gagana. Pwedeng ganito. I am going to check first, instead of putting on click here, I'll get this one. Yan. Yan. Copy. Yan, di ba? Yan. Yan. Okay. Document that get element by ID is equal to the ID of the button itself. Tapos, tawagin natin yung add event listener. Add event listener. Okay. NER. And then, we are going to supply. Mayroon siyang parameters. Diba? So, ang argument na ipapasa natin, una, may dalawa siyang parameters. Makikita nyo dyan. So, yung type of key element, sabi niya, o ganito. So, yung unang argument na kasi value na, diba? On click, kasi yung event. I-on click mo, ang susunod, ang tatawagin mo, separated by comma, ang next argument ay yung pangalan ng function. It's the name of the function. It must be exactly the same as this. By this time, kung dito ka tumawag, yan, wala naman siyang ina-accept ni argument na parameter, kaya ganyan lang siya. Okay? Yan. Tapos, save natin. Save. Oh, let's try if this one works. Kung clinic natin, ito, yan, dapat mag-pop out. Okay? Kung hindi, ganito. I-click nyo, right-click, inspect. Yan. And then, you can see here, dito, titingnan nyo dito sa console. O, wala naman siyang error. Diba? So, balik tayo dito. Nag-save ba tayo? Ayan, ang susunod na sa check natin lahat. So, sa hindi on click, click lang. Click pala. Click, file, save, click natin. So, pag click mo, dapat ito magpa-file. Ha? Tatawagin niya to. Okay? Let's see. Reload natin. X ko tong console. And then, click. Yan. Okay na siya. So, in the event na nagkamali tayo, halimbawa, tingnan nyo ha, mamalin natin, let's put some error here. Si listener, I'll put this small. Okay, and then I save this one, and then let's go back here. Yan, reload. Yan, yan. It doesn't work. So, paano tayo titingin ng error? Right-click, inspect, and then dito, ayan, JavaScript, add event listener is not a function. Kasi nga, case-sensitive, line 47:41. So, you are going to check, guys, your line 47 to 41. Dito, 41. Yan, 41. Dito siya kasi nag-start. So, add event listener. Ito yung tinutukoy niya. It pertains to this line 41. Kasi nakalagay dito, uncode type error document that get element ID, that add event listener is not a function. So, JavaScript operators, that's the file name HTML line 41. When you look at your HTML file, here, you go here, you can see that the error is here. Why? Kasi minalian natin to. So, what we're going to do is to recheck it, file, save, and then, okay, I'll go back. Yan. Reload natin, and then click. Yan. So, everything is okay. So, we can now start. Connected na siya. Okay, to continue. Ayan. So there you go. Kukunin na natin. Let's store the value of the text box on the text box value, then i-store natin siya sa alert box. So paano yan? Ito. Okay. So I will be declaring here a variable using the keyword let first number. Okay. First value. First value, and then the other one. Kung dalawa sila, second value, gagamit kasi ako ng dalawa, separated by a comma. So, second value. Okay, dito, lalagay ko siya dito. So, the first value stores the value of the first text field. Yan. Parang, we're just telling, parang ganito yan. Parang, let's say, A is equal to 9. So, A, you are just telling that A is equal to 9. Meaning to say that the variable A stores the value of 9. But here in our program, the variable first value stores whatever the value of the first text field. So, ganito yan. Document. Okay, wag dyan. It must be here. Yan. Document that get element by ID, and then the ID of the text field. That value. Yan. Make use of the that value. Yung value niya. So, tingnan natin, what is the ID of this? Ito. The ID, we need the ID of this text box or text field. Let's get it. Scroll it up. Ito yun. Yan. Type in what is fname. So, the ID is fnam. So, I'll just copy this to avoid error. Copy. Tignan nyo ha kung saan ko siya kinukuha. Be attentive, Cooper. Yan, dito. Yan. Okay. So, let's put it here. So, ibig sabihin, the variable first value stores whatever data the user encoded here on the first text field, first number. So, let's try. I-concat natin siya dito. Idugtong natin. Yan. Colon. Hello. The value is, so instead of hello, the value of the first text field is, so the value of the first text, say text box or text field. So text box is, okay, colon. And then let's add concatenate. Just like in Java, concat is plus sign. And then instead of typing the variable to avoid error, ayan, copy. Ayan. Ayan. Okay. So, yan. Diba? Okay, let's check. So, if this one works, let's try to check first if we do have, yes, we have semicolon at the end of the line. I will be saving this, Control S, and I reload. And once I type anything here, 34, and I click hello, the value of the text box is 34. So, we do the next one. We assign the value of the second, this one. Ito, the second text field. So, ito ngayon. Palitan natin lang. Parehas lang yan. Pwede na natin i-copy and paste. I'll maximize this one. So, ito, okay. I put a comment yan. Assign the value of the first text box. Okay. You're just assigning. Okay. Next, i-assign ulit natin yung second value. I will copy this. Second value, ito yung mag-store. It stores the value of that particular ID element. I'll just grab this one and copy. Yan, copy. And then, the next thing to do is to substitute the ID. So, paste, save ko muna, then I'll show it to you. The interface. Ito yung interface. Yan. Kaya napakadali. Yan, ito. Hanapin nyo, you're going to locate or look for the ID of this text box or text field. So, puntahan natin. I'm going to scroll it up. Tataas ko lang yan. Dito. Yan. So, the ID is snum. Look at this, snum. So, ilalagay natin dito ay snum. Okay, let's see. Kung pwede na. I-add natin. So, snum plus fnum. Pagdagtungin natin. Okay? So, now, plus plus, hindi S now. So the one that's hold is the second value. So copy second value. O, tingnan natin. Paste natin. Ayan. First value. O gawin pa natin. Sige. Ano yan? I-add niya ba? I-group nga natin. Kung i-add niya, let's see what will happen. Okay. Ayan. Tingnan nyo lang. And later on, what will happen? Aayusin natin. Save. File save. Ayan. Kasi mag-input ako. I'll input 100. And I input 50 here. Dapat 150, di ba? If 150. So, click this. Click. Ayan. 1050Y. Ang purpose niya, kinoconcat niya kasi lahat ng ini-input natin sa text field or text mask is considered as string. Okay. Now, we are going to use the method parseInt or parseFloat depending on what we are going to do. So, gagamitin na natin yung parseInt. Pag full number, kapag float, ay may decimal value, parseFloat ang gagamitin natin. Let's go back. So, paano na natin yan ipa-parseFloat? Pwedeng directly or ganito. Sige. Diretsuhin natin. Let's continue. Yan. Ito, yan. Open. Yan. I-close mo ulit doon. Close natin yan dito. Yan. Yan. Kasi, ganyan yung parseInt. Tapos, dito, parseInt. ParseInt. Yan, ha? So, yan. Kasi si ParseInt is a method na merong dalawang parameter, sabi kanina, based on my previous presentation. So, ganyan. Ito na ulit, i-parseInt ulit natin yan. ParseInt, and then open parenthesis, and then i-close natin dito. Yan. Okay, ganun siya. It's a method. Kasi ganito siya, o, yan, o. This is the syntax. ParseInt, and then you have the first value is the it has two parameters, and yung second ay radix niya, the value, and then the second one is yung radix. So that's the radix as mentioned a while ago is optional. So ang ginamit natin ito, yan, may value siya na isa. So that's it. So try natin. Let's try if it returns the sum of the two. Reload natin. Let's type again. Let's say 100 and then 20 by this time. Okay? Submit. There you go. It's working because I use the method parseInt. The next thing that I'm going to do is to modify my program that instead of displaying the sum on the alert box, I am going to display it here. Yung sumusunod, the third text field. So, let's continue. Let us first assign, yan, I'm going to close this. Kukunin natin. Okay. What is the ID of the third text field? So, ganito lang. Yan na. Sana dito. Yan. It's, the ID is output, right? So, ayusin muna natin. Assign the value of the second number, and then this one, alert. I am going to disable this. I will be using here, create a formula. Kasi nga hindi na natin gagamitin yan. So, I am going to put here, create a formula. Okay. So, I'm going to create a formula here. Yan. Okay. So, this one, I'm going to put here total, and I'll let total here. Okay. Let compute. Compute is equals to 0. Okay. So, compute, yan. Yan. So, compute is equal to, what do you think? First value plus second value. O, di ba? Ang dali. Para lang tayong, pag marunong ka ng mag-Java, ang dali na mag-JavaScript. Okay? Copy, second value. O, i-add na natin. Ayan. Let's see kung okay na siya. And then, the next thing to do is display. Ayan. I'll put a line comment. Display the computed value in the third text field. In the third, yung pangatlo. In the third text field. Ayan. Display na natin. So, it's the same document that get Document object model kasi tayo. So, document that get element by ID. Okay. By ID. And then ito, para walang mali, that value is equals to, ito. May kulang pa. You just wait. We continue it. Kunin natin yung ID ng text field kung saan natin siya i-display. See, saan na siya? Oh, yeah. The ID is output. Okay? So, always reference it using the ID. Puntahan natin siya and then let's put it here. Okay. Paste. Yan. Okay, let's save. And then, let's check our program. Will it work well? Tingnan natin. As we mentioned a while ago, tama ba? Made-display niya yan for a moment. Okay. Let's see. Yan. Reload natin. I will have 50 and then I'll have it 30. And then submit. Yun, nandun siya. You cannot type anything here kasi dinisable ko. Naka-disable yan dito. Ha? Yan. Dinisable natin kasi hindi naman na tayo magta-type. That's why we use the disable attribute of the text box. Where's that? Ayan. Up pa natin ng konti. Yan. There you go. Disable. Yan. Disabled is equals to disabled. And I set as well the autofocus property of the first text field. Para pag-reload ng page, naka-focus siya doon. Tingnan niyo. Yan. Yan. Naka-autofocus. This one, I'm pertaining to this. Yan. Nagbi-blink yan. Because of the autofocus property. Okay? Okay, so let's try the other arithmetic operators, diba? Okay, para lang siyang si Java din. So, una, if you're going to add, let's try natin. What I'm just to demonstrate to you the different arithmetic operators in JavaScript, I will be changing the operation that I used here dito sa may baba. JavaScript operator. So, asan na siya? Create a formula. So, I say minus. Yan. So, let's save. And I have 100. And then I have 80 here. So, dapat pag tama siya, 20, right? The difference. Oh, hindi kasi na-reload yung page. So, ulitin natin, 100. Nag-save ako. Kasi if this one will not work, baka hindi ko na-save. So, tingnan natin. Yan, okay na siya kasi hindi ko na-reload kanina. Sige, gawin natin siyang let's go live. Let's go live para hindi na ako nagre-reload. Let's go live. Here we go. Okay, just wait for a moment. Okay, let's go live so that I will not reload or refresh anymore the page. Once I change the operator, palitan ulit natin siya. Let's say asterisk. Okay. Yan, asterisk. Asterisk. Let's try 100. Oh, what's this? Okay. 100 and then I have 5. So let's see if it returns 500. See? It's correct. Now let's go division. Let's go division. Slash. This is the symbol. And I have to put here 100 and then 30. Yan. Okay. Submit. Yan. 3.33. Okay. So, the next thing that I am going to demonstrate is how are we going to restrict the user entering a non-numeric. Let's say, pag nag-enter ako dito kasi guys, wala pang restriction to. When I enter this one, is none yan. Yan is none, not a number. Meaning to say, not a number. To avoid that, I will be creating another function that restricts the user from typing characters. Restrict the users from typing characters. Instead, it will only accept digits 0 to 9. Okay? Sige. Okay. I am going to create a function that will restrict the user from entering any letters. Okay? So, dapat number lang yung tinatanggap niya. Okay? Sige. Let's continue. At as you can see, yan, tumatanggap pa rin siya. Yan, nag-submit tayo. Let's reload the page. Okay. So, I'm going to continue, maximize this one. I will go creating here a function. Let's say, function, create a function. a function to restrict user from entering para hindi siya, i-replace lang niya para hindi siya mag-enter ng letters. Yan. So, ganito siya. So, function validate input. Validate input, tatanggap siya ng element. So, ano yung element na yun? Element refers to any HTML element. Okay? So, my element that value, kung ano ito, this is the variable. Diba? Ito ay tinatawag na parameter. So, yan dito. My element that value is equals to my element equal sign. Sorry guys. It's equals to my element that value that replace. Papalitan niya. So, the replace has two parameters. Okay. Yung first, yung yung i-replace. Okay. So, dito. Gamit ako dito ng isang regular expression. My regx, a variable, my reg expr. My reg expr is equals to, okay. Ang regular expression, guys, ay laging nag-start pag gumagawa ka niyan. Yan. Tapos ganyan siya. So, gusto ko set of 0 to 9. Yan. So, ibig sabihin pag set 0 does 9. And then, may close siya. Set. Okay. Next, dapat global search siya. Dapat. And then, lalagay ko dito, lagyan ko ng caret, not 0 to 9. Kung hindi siya 0 to 9, ay i-replace niya. I-replace niya ng blank. So, tatawagin ko to, copy, and then I will put it here. Dito, dalawa yung parameter dito, comma, at saka yung empty. Tapos, here, yan, let's check. Save. File, save. And then, I'm going to copy this one. Kasi dapat saktong-saktong ganito. Yan. And then later on, I am going to supply the element. Dito tayo. On input is equal to, yan. Okay. Pero kasi di ba meron siyang parameter. So may argument tayong ilalagay. Ano yung argument? Ano yung element na yun? Ito. This refers to this element. Ito. Yan. Si input type text na ito. Sabi niya. Okay, let's try. File, save. And then I am going to try this one. Okay. Yan. Hindi na siya nag-ano. Para makita nyo, I need my on-screen keyboard. Yan. Tignan nyo ha. So, R. Ayaw na niya yan. Hindi niya. Pero pag number na, dapat meron. Okay. Yan. Reload natin. Yon. Hindi siya na-reload. Yan. Pero kapag ito, ayan. Okay? Next. And next is that ito. Since we created it already, no need to create for the other one. Reusable siya, kaya nga meron siyang parameter. So, dito ulit, yan. Dito. Okay. Ulitin natin ulit. On input is equal to, anong pangalan ng function? Na-paste natin kanina, di ba? Validate input, open, and then the keyword this, tapos isasara natin to. As usual, mayroong closing quotation. O ayaw. Sige. Yung ito, kakat ko lang. Ayaw niya. Lagay ko lang sa gitna. Yan. So, I will delete the other one. Yung nauna. Ito, i-delete ko. Yan. Okay. Sige. Okay na siya. Let's try. Control S. And then go back. Here. Ito. Then, kailangan natin ng on-screen keyboard. Sorry. Pero magalaw ang aking kamay. On-screen keyboard. Okay. Dito naman. Sa una muna. Ayaw. 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 Diba? Nakafocus na yan. Okay. So, lagay natin dito. Nag-refresh ba ako? Kasi hindi ako nag-refresh para makita nyo yung effect. Okay. Then, I put it here. See. Oh. Click. Ayaw pa rin siya. And then, I'll type 3. Submit. Yan. Naka-division kasi yan kanina. Kaya ganyan siya. Okay? Sige. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.